What is up, everybody? What's going on? Happy Tuesday. Hope you guys had fun. Hope you guys didn't stay up and watch a 7-hour game last night. Breen. Oh, that was a depressing game.
Actually, it wasn't. I mean,
the ending part, because I was just waiting. I'm like, man, if I was a betting man, I could have won some money.
I knew the Dodgers were going to win. I just didn't know how. But
18 freaking innings.
Well, there's been 2 World Series games that have gone 18 innings, and the Dodgers have won them both.
They said this was the longest one. Actually,
No, 2018 Dodgers won in 18, and then lost the rest of the series.
They went for 6 hours and like 39 or 49 minutes. I think it was.
Yeah, the one in 2018 I think went over 7.
Yeah,
this one went right to 7.
The guy on TV needs to be fired then, because he said it was the longest one they've had.
No, he just went through it. Maybe just felt like it to him.
Yeah, right. Robert Patrick was on Twitter yesterday saying like his wife surprised him with the tickets for his birthday to go see the Dodgers on a Wednesday night. And people were like, "Why? It's like he's got all rocked out in Dodger gear and stuff." I'm like, I can understand if you're a Brooklyn Dodgers, but this isn't the same team. Not even close.
Well, the Dodgers are out in La La Land. Of course, they've got all kinds of celebrity fans.
Yeah, but then I remembered he's the villain on Tulsa King, so it makes sense. All right, guys. Oh, what's going on, Lindsay? Too? Anybody else who's just tuning in? Let's talk about some comic books. And alrighty, let's go in here. All right, this week in comics. Since Zach's not here, you're just gonna get my number 5. All right. Number 5 for me is a book that just came out this week, or it's coming out tomorrow, and didn't know anything about it until I actually read up on it last night. I was creating my list. It is Superman Red and Blue 2025 special. There's only one name on here that troubles me, but the rest of the actual writers in here are good writers. We have Dan Abnett, Paul Dini, Michael Walsh from Exquisite Corpses, and then we have Rainbow Rowell doing, I don't know why, but maybe here's my hope for is that she's doing a Lois and Clark thing, so maybe she'll actually do a good job, But then again, she might be the weakest link. It might be a very bad story. But I have a strong feeling it's not going to go the way it would be if they were doing a Pride issue. I think it's going to be more respectful. But it says a special Superman one-shot from Eisner-nominated creators. The beloved Eisner-nominated series returns with a special one-shot to put up a cap on Superman's monumental year. Witness visions of the Man of the Steel in his signature colors of red and blue throughout. Brought to you by comics' finest writers and artists. Paul Dini soars from Gotham to Metropolis for a touching tale. Meanwhile, Dan Abnett from Titan, known well for Titans, but for that, the true fans know him from Aquaman. Gives a reporter the Superman scoop of the century. Michael Walsh makes Exquisite Corpses, makes his DC debut, and Rainbow Rowell from Runaways revisits Lois and Clark. Why would they say Runaways? She's more well known for She-Hulk.
No, I just want more. Still more well known for Runaways.
Was she on Runaways before She-Hulk?
Yes.
Okay, I did not know that. I thought she was a brand new writer.
No, she's a YA author that Marvel recruited.
Okay, so we got 48 pages for $6. I'm not really crazy about the price because it's Superman. That's why it's $1 more. I guess I gotta look at the cover here if you want to look at it. This is Chris.
I've never seen what Rainbow Rowell looks like.
Real quickly, I'm just going to show. This is Chris Stanley doing the art on the cover here, this way, and then the variant cover here from Michael Walsh. So, all right, Rainbow Rowell looks like a normal woman.
Yes, she does.
Yeah. Mirka and Delpho is going to be helping out with Paul Dini. Dan Nand's got I think he's got CN Tormy. There are the other stories on here. So we got Clark Kent, John Kent, Lex Luthor. This one's gonna have Paul Dini with Mirka and Delpho. This story here, All Time in the World, is gonna have Michael Walsh featuring Lex Luthor. And then Dan Nand's got Caitlin Narsky, And then Red Letter Days is going to be Rainbow Raw with Jonathan Kent's story. So that might be the weakest link. But then again, it still might actually be a decent story. Because sometimes a writer might just be not a bad writer just because they're just told what to write. But again, there are bad writers and just bad writers. And then sometimes bad writers get improved.
Rainbow Rowell's not a bad writer. She's just not.
The She-Hulk story was okay, but here I'll admit it. She-Hulk went from being a neutral story for boys and girls to read to becoming just a girly girl. And that's kind of why I kind of stopped it too. I didn't care the whole with Jack Hart's relationship with all this stuff, and then here comes another guy who's flirting with her, and she's like, it just felt like I don't want to watch a rom-com or read a rom-com, Yeah. I want She-Hulk fighting people. The only thing that came out of that I actually really digged out of the whole Rainbow Rowell She-Hulk book was the fact that She-Hulk started her own fight club with Luke Cage and the Thing, and I think who else was there too. I think it was Thundra.
Oh, it's Titania.
Titania. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, and yeah, it's just them basically sparring. That's what it was. I thought it was well for what it was, but like I said, the story just got worse towards the end, and then they relaunched it. I heard, yeah, which is what Marvel does. That's how Marvel is different than DC. Marvel relaunches the same book with the same writers constantly, over and over again.
Yep.
DC doesn't do that yet, but yeah, when I saw Rainbow Rowell was on this, I was like, oh, I don't know if I really want to get this, but I was like, it's Paul Dini. How many more books are you gonna get with Paul Dini at DC? Dan Nabnet, I haven't seen him on a book in forever. So, and Michael Walsh, I think I read another book by him that was not Exquisite Corpses. I think he was he on Creature of the Black Lagoon?
I don't remember.
I wonder if that was him. Because I remember seeing his face before. But yeah, like I said, I'm looking forward to this, and this is my number 5 for this week. Oops, there. Let's see who's in the chat. Anybody else?
Marania.
Oh, Marania says, "Wait, are they bringing back that stupid split of the red and Superman and blue?" No, it's just play on that. This isn't Superman Blue, but Superman Blue is in the Justice League Unlimited right now because he's time displaced. So, because Darkseid's messing around with the time stream, so there isn't the time displaced heroes from that We Are Yesterday event, and Superman Blue is one of them. But all right, going into my number 4 is Batman: The Long Halloween, Last Halloween, the final issue. Final artwork we're going to see from Tim Sale. Cover here. So eventually it will be collected again, probably within 3 or 6 months. We'll see it collected in a trade.
Probably.
Yeah. Get to see the shot here of all the villains, Rogue Geller. Oh, look at that. Poison Ivy and Harley were already lovers back then.
Yeah.
The Riddler looks so dumb. But other covers, though, the one I was looking at, there's Adam Hughes cover out this week. But first, we'll get to the Mateo Scalera. So I like that cover, Here's the Adam Hughes cover. I really love it.
You know how I feel about variant covers. Not a fan.
For Tim.
But when you're doing a tribute to Tim Sale,
yep,
who is no longer with us,
yep,
if any book should have just had one cover each, and it being his cover, it's this. That just.
This should have been a poster.
But yeah, no, that's.
I have Adam Hughes. I would love this as a poster instead, because this does trump Tim Sale's art.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
And so did the one before it. But again, like I said, we are paying tribute to Tim Sale.
Yes.
They should have just let his covers be the ones that.
And he put his he said for Tim on there, so he put his so he's. But and then we have the 1 in 25, David Finch. Look at all the pumpkin covers we could have had the other night. So, yeah. It's all been leading this. The heart-pounding conclusion to Batman the Long Halloween, the last Halloween. Don't miss it. That's it. $5 for 32 pages. Now, every Batman and Superman book is I noticed they're like $5 each. But I mean, I would keep the main titles at $4.99 or $3.99 and have the Elseworlds at like $1 more. You know, I just don't like the idea that you have an Elseworld book. The title it's the same price as the actual main book, and it's because I look at Elseworld stuff like this are specials, and they probably would cost more. Normally, I would think this would be the normal price back in the day of a special. Well, how long was a Long Halloween? Was that the same price as the main books coming out at the time? $2.99? Or do you think they're $1 more? So I feel like because it's special, so you pay they can squeeze a little more extra bucks out of you. But I was shocked that this is like same price as the main book. The main book has just gone up in price. And to me, that's just I don't like the fact that everything is going up in price now. $5, man. A few dollars more, and I'm getting a Happy Meal or Big Mac. I think a Big Mac is like what $7,
something like that.
Yeah. Oh, it's getting ridiculous. Quarter pounder meal, large size. I know it comes out to $11.
You can go to freaking Chili's for just a few dollars more.
Yeah.
And it's anyway, that's
and I'll just say the last thing I was this discussing about this, they raised the price up, but they didn't pay the artists more.
No.
They're pocketing the money. And that's disgusting. So but like I say though, this is actually the Jeff Loeb book this year that didn't suck. All right. Let's go ahead into my number 3. Hey, Brian, what's up? Yeah. Prices going up. That's the tariff's fault. Yeah. Wishful thinking. You know, if it costs more money to ship stuff in from other countries that have a tariff on them, maybe we should just get the paper here. Well, that's just ridiculous. That's really expensive. Cheaper than going in the long run than going with a country that's being charged more to import in. So it's, the thought of being everything American made being more expensive. Well, that's because you guys are so freaking cheap and petty. You pocket all the profits, but you don't put it into the actual quality of the book. It's ridiculous. Number 3 for me is actually a really cool cover this week. Halloween special version of this. We gotta scroll down. It is the Rockefellers, number 10. And look at this cover. It's every single property. Halo and whatever it's called, Halo, Dansby, whatever. And then we got him dressed as a scout. We have Mr. X, Geiger, Rook, Redcoat. This is really cool. When I noticed this, I was like, "Oh, this is so great." No, yeah. Halo and Hornsby. That's what it was. Yeah. And then if you look over at the grandfather's shoulder on the left, that's the girl from Devour. It's like you're just getting all these different characters, and then I love this. The main cover is done by Francis Manipul. And then, of course, here is the non Trick or Treat variant by Chris Weston, which is actually going on the story because now his sister is now coming to basically. She's finally found them. After all these years, she found out where her brother's hiding in the past, and she's come to pretty much completely kill them. What a nice sister. Yeah. It's Halloween, where costumes galore fill the neighborhood streets, but there's one particular costume that looks pretty great since it's from the 25th century. It is worn by Raina Rockefeller, who finally hunted down the Rockefellers with their own ideas of trick or treat. Yeah. The one Rocketeer should only have one cover. The main one is perfect. You know what? I'm getting tired of this one cover only cult business. I let it slide with the Tim Sale, but no. This only has one variant. Now, if you, I agree. Now, I think the most you should have for each book should maybe have like maybe one or two variants. You know, have the 1 in 25, have a cover B, and then have the main cover. But the main cover should always be as great or slightly less great than the 125. The cover B should always be like, oh man, I got stuck with cover B. Like that's my feeling. Should always be. That's my personal feeling. I don't need to have 45 covers because of number one. To me, that's IP farm bullshit. That's all it is. Marketing. It has nothing to do with the actual
No, that's if maybe by the time you get done buying 45 variants, you don't bother to look inside and see if there's no there.
Well, that's the whole point. When you put out 45 variants, that means that you do not care about the quality of the interior of the book.
Exactly.
It's a nothing burger. And that's what Marvel is. Marvel is we sell 45 different variants, and make a lot of money there. No one buys issue 2.
You know what I'm going to be curious about? Remember how many variants Dan Slott got when he did Iron Man?
Yeah. Joshua Williamson, you think he's going to have a lot?
I don't think so.
Probably not.
Because I think they know he can sell books.
Yep. Yeah. Alrighty, though. But yeah, that is my number 3 for this week. We might be done within half an hour. Let's look at trades. Number 3 for me this week is, well, actually, it was the Rockefellers. So going on the number 2 spot this week is Batman and Robin Year 1, number 12. It's just been a fun book.
They just showed Prince Harry and Meghan Markle.
Well,
they showed Sydney Sweeney, so that's cool.
Somebody tried to.
She's playing that boxer in her new movie.
Oh yeah,
and they've got the boxer out there with her at the game.
Like, I love because Sydney Sweeney is she's very. Everybody says she's playing Jane. Like you only like her because of her big boobs. No, she's actually pretty. She's actually cute.
Did you see the intro to the game tonight?
No.
And they're walking around in a tight red mini dress promoting the game.
Nice.
Salute.
Says the fate of Gotham hangs in the balance as Batman and Robin battle through a horde of clay monsters.
A horde?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Of clay mans that have taken over the city.
Clay man? What?
Mark Waid, Chris Samney. Chris Samney doing the art on the cover and also doing the interior art. This is what I mean. I love these. Francis Manipul did the cover for we just saw that with Rockefellers. He did cover A. He's also interior artist. Interior artists should be doing the cover art. So if you because that's your advertisement to what's in the book. When you put a variant cover out and you're great, I grabbed this, and then and especially if you're new to comic books, you're like, cool. And then you go in there like, what the fuck is this on the inside? That's not the art I bought on the cover. Like I love this. I can never stress this enough. Having the great cover art done by and cover A done by the interior artists. Because I don't like this where you have to lie to me and say like, "Oh, we got this great cover, we got M. Hughes, or he's doing this cover out." I'm like, "Oh, it's cool." And they go inside, it's like, Riley Rossmo. What the? That's not what I bought. That's not what you told me. You sold me on. So I love this. When we have Chris Samney doing the interior art as well, he is a great artist. Check him out on Firepower. he did with Robert Kirkman. Great series, family friendly. Jamal Campbell, remember him? Remember the Superman guy?
Yep.
He did that Zatanna that didn't do so well, and he's gone. So, but for those who are wondering, this is the scene where basically where in the earlier in the series where Batman had Dick Grayson take the oath. See, I'll not tell anybody about how we sleep in the same bed, even though there's 12 other rooms. I don't know, but cool cover. A nice poster. And then we have the Ryan Sook variant. Ryan Sook is another artist I don't really hear much about anymore. He was doing some Marvel's work on the Spider-Man, I think, a couple years ago. But yeah, the old Batmobile. Or actually, that isn't the Batmobile. That's just another random Thug's vehicle. And then final cover, Joe Quinney's variant. So, cool. Just in time for Halloween. And it's Batman smiling. I don't like that. Creepy. But yeah, this has been a fun. It's just a fun book, man. It's if you want to go back to like we've been reading the world's finest stuff, Golden Age stuff. To me, I like this just as much. All right, that is my number 2. I'm like Zach. I said I usually get a cover A, and but sometimes I go with cover B. Cool. Yeah, Gwen's like, I agree. If the interior artist is not good enough to do the cover, why is he in the interior? You know, 25 answer number 1 for Dan Slott, Iron Man. They were cheats, though some trade dress with a different armor in the cover. That's true too. Like that's the one thing too. Like when I see like Iron Man, I love the heck he has like 30 different or different armors. I love those connecting covers when they actually had the vault of our armor. I was like, oh, like I don't want to get 4 books, but you get 4 books because you want to get the whole poster. But I'm like, then like a week or 2 later or a month of months, they're like, here's the poster of all those that cover. It's all poster format. I'm like, why did I buy the books? But that's the thing too. I question: does anybody in the chat actually buy comic book posters anymore, or ever buy posters? Because they do that for covers now. Still, like the new Batman out by Matt Fraction, that's a poster. Yeah, and same with some of the She-Hulks. They actually put them in the comic book covers. Are now coming out as posters. I've seen them at my shop, and at least both my shops. They'll have comic book posters. Like I can see like the Alex Ross when you have like the whole spread of all the characters. Like that's great. But I never knew that they were doing like covers like Raven and Robin. Like this probably might be a poster. I mean, that's one way to get people to buy stuff. I mean, I would rather have this on a T-shirt. It's kind of cool. But yeah, curious to see if anybody actually buys posters of comic book covers. Like imagine George Perez. He's got to have some posters out there. All right. And number 1 this week, we got to scroll down to the bottom because that's just the way this goes. People don't want to buy good books. Keep scrolling. Oh yeah, Dracula is out again, black and white special. If you missed the James Tynion's Dracula number 1, it's released. I don't think it's all 4, but I think it's just the first issue, but it's in black and white. Oh yeah, I forgot about Phantom number 2 is coming out this week. Dang it. Another book I had on my list. Oh yeah, and Batman Deadpool, that's coming out this week. This is Wolverine Lobo. Where is my book? Did I pass it up? That far down? Maybe I passed it up and look real quickly. There it is. Dick Tracy Halloween Special number 1. Now that is a poster. All his villains, kind of like, it's right there. Little kids dressing up as like Dick Tracy. I love this. It's like how many crooks can you count on the cover? I Spy. And this has a variant.
So who are the creators on this?
So this creators on this is the same creators before. It says Michael Morecki and Alex Segura. Looks like we have a Chantal Amy Osmond. That might be a backup story. But as the ghouls and ghosts are out in the city, and some are the Dick Tracy's deadliest rogues, or are they?
City.
The city. Kind of missed it on the last one, isn't it?
Yeah.
As Tracy, Pat, Sam, and Tess try to piece together their turn of one of the city's most bloodthirsty killers. Other Tracy baddies start to creep out from under the woodwork, but the hordes, the heroes dig deeper into the twisty mystery. That's a weird word, phrase. Twisty mystery sells the book and discovers something new and perhaps more sinister, featuring the Mad Cave debut of one of the most iconic Dick Tracy characters ever, the Kid. So he's getting his sidekick from the movie, the Kid. Wow. Yeah. So that's my number one for this week. Dick Tracy has just been fun. If you also read the Valentine special, that was really cool too. So like I said, this has been a really cool week for books. Not all of them are Halloween themed, but that's okay. I don't need that. I just want good stories. What we got here? I haven't bought a poster. I started getting Brian says as I started getting frames for actual comics. Ronnie says I haven't bought a poster since the 1980s. There are some covers that deserve to be posters, though I'd considered buying them. I have some posters, but 162 says I have some posters, but I have more the posters books. And Brian says I was somewhat disappointed with the Phantom. Man Cave reserved the band arts compared to the original storyline. So here's the thing, Brian. I love the book because I've only just ever seen the Phantom movie. I never actually watched or anything else or read with the Phantom in it. Other than the Defenders story that came out last year. Or was it this year? But so that's the one thing I could say, like, where and that's kind of like been my thing, where I'm able to excuse some things are changed, kind of like what Jeremy Adam did with in Green Lantern, with him and Carol and Hal being childhood friends, where perfect example would be Breen knows that they weren't, and it bugged him. They don't like the retcon, but as the story went on, you kind of like it didn't really bother you as much anymore, because what Jeremy Adams is doing with the book is actually just been fun, enjoyable. Right, Breen?
Yep.
Yeah. So, like I said, I like the first issue, like I said, of Phantom. I'm really looking forward to the second one. Mad Cave, I've noticed that they've just been knocking on the park when it comes to like old school kind of heroes. Absolute Batman is out this week. This is the annual number 1. Let's see who's on it. Oh, Danny Warren Johnson. I'm off it. Yeah. No thanks. And we were wondering why I don't want to do Danny Warren Johnson, because Danny Warren Johnson with the guy I have Batman choking out an ICE officer. And that right there just kind of turned me sour on, the Danny Warren Johnson. I know we're supposed to separate stuff. You're like, well, how can you not like, Danny Warren Johnson because this, but still support Mark Waid? Because Danny Warren Johnson going to DC, I don't know if he's going to do the whole thing where he's going to start putting his stuff in the books like Rocco was doing. I don't know. It's to me, I've excused it for a while, but I'm kind of like how Wes was. Wes explained it. For a while, we have people come in. We have we excuse it. I think it was Jeff Lemire did a sketch for Antifa art, their banner for their sing. at first we're like, okay, maybe it's maybe he didn't do it, maybe he didn't know, but now we realize these people just are disgusting. And if you disagree with me, you're more welcome to it, but I just don't want to support him anymore. But it's sad because like Absolute Batman's actually been kind of entertaining. I'm not the biggest fan of Scott Snyder too either, but I don't know. If you're enjoying the book, enjoy the book. That's all I gotta say. That I just won't be picking it up. Jonathan Hickman, Imperial coming out this week. We got Ryan Porter on Ninja Turtles annual. Silver Surfer, female. Looks at the cover, or is a really skinny guy. Blanket number 3, Emma Frost, number 5, Undead Deadpool. Okay, who cares about that? Where did I see? X-Vengers. What the heck is that? Okay, legacy characters. Pharaoh's coming out this week. Really good book. If you pick that up. Supernatural. I was interested in. I was like, it's Greg Pak is writing it though, so I'm like, I like the show, but I'm like, comic book form. I don't know. The Buffys were good. They continued the show, but is this going to be continue of the show, like another season, or is this a retelling of the first time when they met together? Like, I don't know, but I'm like, I may pick it up. We'll find out on Thursday if I do. Let's go down here to Courage of the Serpent. This is, I believe this is another magazine. Let me look real quick. Okay, this is Jim Zub. Yeah, this is a magazine. Yeah. Guys,
no, it's comics. $4.99.
Is it comic? Okay. Is it 3 stunning supernatural stories will weave together and answer a chilling question of past? So I guess they're doing 3 things inside the book, or just 3. I don't know. It's confusing to me, but that's another thing. I'm gonna buy these in trades. Conan's. I'm kind of like dropping the book because this fact that I want to save money, so I'll probably eventually go back and just buy trades. It's a good series though. What else we got here? Yeah. Oh, these are all. We're not trades yet, that's right. Black Ritual, Book of Nyx. I want to check this out real quickly, see if this actually is. Is this all 3 or is this 1? Glorious Black and White. Okay, it's first 2 issues. Wasn't it 4 issues?
Yeah.
Why not just put it all on 1? Why do I do 2? That's just weird to me. Normally it's just 1, but it's like, but it's gonna be in black and white. I don't know if I like it in black and white more than I like it in. But then again, like if you're going for Universal, Bela Lugosi, it was in black and white, so might as well. All right, you saw Phantom number 2 is coming out there, and then we have Batman, Deadpool, Lobo, Wolverine thing, Abomination. Lee Williams is doing Voyeur, which is another smut book. RoboWolf. It just seems weird. The new spinoff from Thundercats, Chitara, Willbreaker. We got some manga in here too. Expanse, another miniseries, a second miniseries after the series ended. Synthetics, Volume 1. Oh, this is okay. This is J. Michael Straczynski and Troy Parker. Axel Man of War. Yeah, and then we're just going into Dynamite. It's coming back, new volume, issue number 1 of Blood Red. It's Fred Van Lente, so I might pick it up. I don't know. I'm debating. I'm not really big on Fred Van Lente. So, and Book of Nosferatu. So, and a lot of variants.
Oh, Betty and Veronica facsimile.
Where do you see that? Oh, yeah. Yep. Archie Girls, yeah. And then Van Helsing, Throne of Blood. It's coming out this week as well. Yeah. Just I thought there's more down here, but these are all just kind of like indie books. There's a variant, the pinup cover.
What is that Damsels of Halloween horror thing?
Through other comics. Phil Menenza and Aaron. There's no description.
I have no idea why. It probably won't even come out. But yeah, that looks interesting. But
it's an ECS comics. It's not an EHA, so it's a mock-up. So trades out this week. The Mummy, the worst of all the books come out from Universal. Did not like that. Yeah, a lot of ads pop up, Rook Exodus, if you haven't checked it out, this is a hardcover. This is I think it's a really good series. I would have liked it better as a video game. Green Lantern, Robert Venditti Omnibus. Yeah. Then we have Justice League by Scott Snyder and James Tynion. Jonah Hex Omnibus by Jimmy Palmiotti and Justin Gray. I picked up the whole entire series for less than $20. It was on sale at my shop. They really didn't care for the individual issues, so I was able to get all of them. They're in the dollar bins. What do we else get here? They hate Rainbow Wallace, She-Hulk. And then Marvel Tales by J. Michael Straczynski. A big collection for Venom, Planet of the Symbiotes. David Mitchelling. And Larry Hama. And I don't know what the wake is, but it's Sean Murphy. And Scott Snyder. Monkey Heat. That just sounds weird. Power Man Timeless. Yay. Wait, Frankenstein alive?
Yeah, there it is. I guess I got to go out to the shop tomorrow.
Two Fisted Tales?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Ooh, House of Mystery. Is that an omnibus?
Omnibus. Yep. Omnibusy. That is it's the Bronze Age, so in case you guys are wondering. So 174 to 200. Right, Sin. The Ox
174 was the format change.
Yesterday was
real good to have. That'd be really nice to have.
Yesterday was Bernie Wrightson's birthday. If he was still alive. Alex Toth, Gil Kane, Marv Wolfman, Wally Wood, Neil Adams. I think everyone's on this. The list is except for Marv Wolfman is dead, right?
No, Sergio Aragonés is still alive.
Oh, he's still kicking? Okay. Yeah. So we got 792 pages, a hardcover, oversized, just jacket cover. Nice.
What do those run now? $150?
What's that? Yep. This is 125 though.
Oh, okay, 125 is better.
Probably because it's not as popular. I don't think usually Marvel has this is DC though. This is a Marvel. Marvel is 150. Now I'll be picking up this week my Superman Triangle Era Volume 2 omnibus. Yeah. There you go. Those damn kids. All right, that's coming out this week. Two Fisted Tales, Volume 4. And that's it.
All right.
Silly Symphonies, kind of graphic. Collector's box set. What is this? All new Disney suitcase box featuring 1930s comics that have made Donald Duck a star, plus the Big Bad Wolf's Huff and Puff, Howls, and Bucky Bug's Wild Adventures in a Microscope World. The heyday of the Disney's second ever newspaper comics feature, the full color weekly Silly Symphonies, and when it came Donald Duck's first starring roles, from his debut as a barnyard brat to his battles with Mickey's naughty nephews, and the unforgettable debut of Donald's own righteous relatives, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, first created for the strip by artist Al Taliaferro. Include this first two-volume set is Zeke the Big Bad Wolf, always in pursuit of the three little pigs, and Bucky Bug, the daring, mischievous beetle who took him from brutal birds of prey, the trenches of the Great Flyberg War. Plus more Golden Age silly symphony cartoon stars, feisty Max Hare, slow but sure Toby Tortoise, and that awful bandit Dirty Bill, who never took a bath and he never will. Is his son Pigpen? And timid Elmer Elephant, one of the adventures plotted by comics maestros Carl Barks and Walt Kelly. $75, 424 pages. That's really cool if you're a Disney fan. And it's a wide book because it's like the Superman dailies.
Cool.
That's cool. $75, and then it's oversized, case bound, slipcover, 424 pages, hardcover. Check it out on In Stock Trades, probably like down to $50 or more. Yeah, that's cool. From 1932 to 1939. That's what it looks like. Nice. And that's it for this week. So, if you're not picking up floppies this week, check out the actual trades coming out this week. The trades look really cool. So, A Damsel Halloween is a 25-page pinup art book. Ah, that makes sense. And what do you guys think of the new thing over there? The chat. We're able to change the size and make it bigger and move it around. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, I was watching Metarogs Tuesday night. What's in your boxes stream? You can enlarge the screen, and it takes up every inch of your screen except for where the chat already is. So it's kind of the best of both worlds because it doesn't interfere with the screen.
Like this is the regular size, like that. I can change.
It doesn't show up on the screen. It stays on the side, but the picture enlarges to fill the rest of the screen. Other than that,
well, yeah. But people watching home though can see what we're seeing right now, though.
Right, I know. I'm saying is, it's the chat is still there, not blocking anything, but the rest of the picture takes up the rest of the computer screen. Whereas if it's normal here, you've got all that white border. It's got the "you're in the show" thing, and whatnot. It eliminates all of that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that feature better than going up the side like that.
Yeah. Hide the panel. You can do that. Yeah, I do that. I hide the thing, and I don't have to look at the comments because I can just read what's on in front of us.
But anywho.
Anyway, though.
Close out so I can grab some dinner.
All right. It's on the move. You got to catch it. All right. Thank you guys for showing up, man. It was kind of cool seeing some support here. I know we're being streamed against right now. Greedy old Mr. Potter who wants some money. So shout out to the stars that showed up tonight. We had One Slick Dude, Marania, and Brian Stram, and I think that's it. Anyone else who's watching and in the chat and did not comment, just say hello. We don't we don't judge people for liking things that we don't like, and same thing, if we're disliking. If you hate something that I like, I will not get upset like the other guys. It just means that you have different tastes. The world doesn't have to like everything I like or hate everything I hate. just be happy, enjoy what you have. If you're a person that complains about everything, I might not hang with you again because I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. But anyway, though, fun fact: Kyle Barks comic strips were structured that Disney could remove panels if they didn't meet their approval. Yeah, don't they do that today now? No, no. Now Disney can get up there, but I'll stick with the Phantom just because I like the characters. Says Brian Stram. Yeah, same here, man. Like it's always an interesting character. My first interaction with the Phantom was watching the movie back in the day of Billy Zane. And I think that Aragona says 88, says Mariah. And the band, and also Brian says that the Vandars were a tribe of pygmies whose main characteristic were feared tribe that used poisons. They have them as normal size and living in a town, not hidden in a jungle. Yeah. Like I said, I can forgive some modern liberties or things like that, but I'm more looking forward to seeing the fact that we have a Phantom that has a supporting, loving girlfriend. That's very rare in comics these days. Because usually they want to make the woman be independent and then fight with the guy, and say that he's wrong. But anyway, though, we're gonna hear. We'll be back tomorrow. Or no, it's not tomorrow night, but Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. I'll be showing off my comic books, and I don't know if Zach will show up. So, but I know Geeky usually works until, and he works to basically an hour after start. So it'll be like 10 Eastern is when he gets out of work. So if I have enough books, I think I will, and then we'll probably have him show off his books when he shows up. But until then, stay safe and go Toronto. I don't know what to choose. I don't know who to root for. I don't like either team. See you guys later.